Well, hello. Technical difficulties and shit. I could hear myself, and it's very uncomfortable in my ear. But we gonna roll with it. Gemini moon type shit. Gemini moon type shit. Leo sun. Alright, so I'm gonna preface this with saying our sun is the protector of the moon. Wherever that moon is for you, wherever that vulnerability, that place where you are your most comfortable, that internal world, that your emotional intelligence, right? The sun protects that. The sun, our ego, our character, our expression, external expression of our self, right? Our moon, which would be the internal self. And right now, they in a little sextile. Or they will be. So we got motherfucking Leo sun, Gemini moon. And what is this gonna mean over the next couple of days while the moon is in Gemini? Gemini is witty. Gemini likes to joke around. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the trickster god. You know, Mercury is thoughts, travel, short distances, our siblings, our close relationships, our family. Because like within the closest reach of you, those relationships is your third house, Gemini, Mercurial energy. So with that being in the moon, our emotions, our reception, we are emotionally receptive to more ideas, thoughts, communication, short distance travels, which could be like errands and shit like that. And that is being externalized by the sun and Leo, our character, our ego. So it's going to be playful. We might have some playful ideas. We might want to go outside and play. I hear a lot of children. Everybody's out here. It's a nice, bright, sunny day. All the kids are playing. I see a father taking a picture of his daughter. Girl, is the alignment. Excuse me. So, with this alignment here, it's a sextile. So, it's a harmonious aspect between the sun and moon. Now, the sun is home in Leo. It's hot as shit. And moon in Gemini is a little frivolous. Can be a little here and there. It can be a little airheaded. So our emotions, we can be feeling a lot of different things, a lot of different, not really big things that we expand on as more Sag energy, but we're feeling a lot of little things that might be hitting our ego on that sextile type energy, where it is giving us an opportunity to discuss these things. We got Mercury and Virgo, Mars and Virgo. So Mars is our passions, our aggressions, things we're going to go for, how we're going to go for it. And then Mercury, like I explained, is our thoughts, process, the way we communicate, what we want to talk about, things like that. So with our moon being in Gemini, we are emotionally comfortable with communicating. We are emotionally comfortable with gathering ideas. We are emotionally comfortable with these things. But the square to Mercury is going to come because the moon just entered Gemini. But the square is going to come over the next couple of days, where the moon squares Mercury and Mars. And Mercury and Mars conjuncting is a very ambitious mind, very ambitious ideas, really ready to go for what you're thinking about. And with that square to the moon, when we're ready to go for what we're thinking about on our head, which is Virgo things, practicality, moving things around, because it's mutable earth, so it's changing things around, it's putting things to use. And our moon, our emotions, we're emotionally comfortable with this communication because Mercury is home too in Virgo. So when they come up in our mind to have this conversation, it won't be as emotional as if the moon was in Cancer, or if Mercury was in Cancer with the moon being in Gemini, or the moon being in Virgo with Mercury and Mars in Cancer. Like in Cancer season, we might have a lot of emotional conversations, setting a tone, moving forward, correcting things. And we could have had some explosions as Cancer is right next to Leo. So as Mars is transitioning through, Cancer is going into Leo, which can cause an explosion with all the prideful energy, which is now in our ego sector of the sun. So, again, we are, this is also what I wanted to talk about with the moon is going into a new moon when the moon enters Leo and conjuncts the sun. All new moons are sun and moon conjunctions. All full moons are sun and moon oppositions. This is why it's a release. So, with the moon heading towards the new moon, completely dark, the birth goes to sun, life, as the moon goes to new. And Gemini, is in this energy watch in Gemini. The full moon is for releasing. So over the time to the next moon, we are shedding, releasing, and reorganizing our things in preparation for the new moon, when all our things are renewed and refreshed and revitalized, especially when it's going to be a Leo moon, Leo sun. Our whole ego, our whole person, our ego is our character, our person. Aries will be the identity, like that's number 1. 5 is like the identity being outwardly expressed emotionally and physically. Because Leo is passion, fire is passion. Leo is the sign of romance, love, children, and things of that nature. So with the Gemini moon heading towards the new moon energy, in the new moon energy, our whole way of communicating and going about these things are being refreshed. So we might be able to correct ourselves and our ego when that thought comes, and like the Virgo Mercury, Virgo Mars, like, you might feel like you got it all together with the Gemini moon. You might feel that you have it all mostly together, but Gemini can be scattered. Gemini can get scattered a little easily. And with Virgo there might be a worry. So you might worry that if you don't say this thing right now, you will lose it because the moon is in Gemini. It just entered Gemini. So don't worry about losing that idea. Maybe write it down. With Mercury being in Virgo, writing stuff down. Virgo is very analytical, planning, putting things to use and things like that, worrying about health and things of that nature. So maybe you need to write down what you need to say before you actually say it, with the sun being in Leo, so it doesn't come off as ego when you actually externally represent that thought, feeling, emotion, and then you have that conversation with whoever. Because times are always emotional. All signs are emotional in their own way. Cancer is just the most emotionally intelligent. That sign, that energy is emotional intelligence. So when you go on to Leo, which is our pride, our ego, our character, acting things out, that's why Leo can be drama queen. That's why Leo can be moody. That's why Leo is moody, because it's right after Cancer. It's right after the emotional intelligence. So I might know how to use this emotional intelligence to get what I want. Fixed fire energy meets cardinal water. But that fire might evaporate all the goddamn water, and then when there's no emotional attachment to shit, And now I'm just moody and passionate and fiery. You see? So, back to the moon, the sun being in Gemini and Leo. Butterflies and all these things around. We also had that 8-8 portal, which I'm not going to speak on really, because I still have to do a little more research on that topic. But what I can say is this: 8 and 8, 16 breaks down to 7. It's Libra energy. And after that Aquarius full moon, I've really been thinking about individualism within the collective, and how we cannot, like, this whole thing I'm talking about, like the new idea, like refreshing our mind. As the moon goes through these transits with the sun, they're in like a partnership dance. And so the sun is in the sun sign for approximately 30 days, and the moon is in a sign for like 2 to 3 days. So it goes through the signs twice, give or take. So that's why I said when it's on its way to the new moon, we are refreshing this energy. Like when we first had that new moon, when we started Leo season, the full moon, with the Aquarius full moon, it was really about our ego, the sun, and how we feel about community. Aquarius moon. What ideas do we have? What genius can we bring? What genius can we exhibit? The sun from the inside out, Aquarius moon, within the collective, but from maintaining that individuality. You know? And with 8 being repetition, if you draw 8, it's like you can keep doing it over and over and over, that same pattern, and you won't ever mess up the 8. So, and it's also like an upright infinity, the Kundalini traveling up. So, with going up also holds weight, holding things down. So you have to be rooted and grounded. That's why the opposite of Scorpio is Taurus. You have to be rooted, that's fixed. You have to be rooted and grounded before you can start taking on other obsessions, possessions, and get into power struggles. Because if you don't know your own power, if you don't understand your own power, you're always going to be in a power struggle with somebody else. You're always going to think that they're trying to get over on you in some kind of way. Scorpios have trust issues. That's Pluto and Mars. Mars is the god of war. Pluto is the god of hell, damnation, all that good stuff. So this Lionsgate portal energy is feeling a lot like the separation from a repetitive thing that we might have been stuck in due to ego. That hit the 8, the 7, and the lion. Pray for the lion, you feel me? Or you'll be prayed for lion. So, yeah, that is my Astro report for today. Things that I've seen, things that have been on my mind. I feel like the next, like this new moon is gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good. The Leo full moon coming right after the 8-8 portal. I have to check the actual date. If it's just in Gemini now, it should be about 5 days before it's in Leo. So what's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like Sunday, Monday. Ooh, if it get off, because we had that last full moon on like a Tuesday. That was really good. releasing energy on a Mars day. So if this new moon is on Monday, moon day, I keep seeing the same butterfly too. And I know it's the same butterfly. But that new moon, if it falls on a Monday, I think it will. That is going to be excellent, extremely great for all of our internal characters and being emotionally well with them. Because with Pluto is still in Aquarius, so it's still rehabilitating and restructuring our grandest, associations and things like that, our internet presence, technology, how we use these things. And Saturn and Neptune are still in Pisces, which is the restructuring, reconfiguration, dragonflies, all types of shit. And actualizing, because we have to see if this dream is reality, if this delusion is illusion, or are we just fooling ourselves? Because Saturn is there too. So Saturn is structural society. You could everybody's a little delusional, everybody's a little loopy, everybody is kind of getting to the point, understanding that they're coping. Coping is going to be like something that is going to rise as a word use. A lot of news related to drugs and how and alcoholism and addiction and mental health issues are going to be on a rise, as long as Saturn and Neptune are in Pisces. I looked up the last time Saturn was in Pisces is when Friends opened in Philadelphia. And I forget the name, the original name, because it was pretty long. But it was like building for peoples who cannot, who cannot adequately help themselves or something like that, right? So last time Saturn was in Pisces, that was built here in Philadelphia. Philly got a lot of history and shit in it, and symbolism and stuff like that everywhere. Everything in Philly is like a symbol of some shit. Everything. Don't even think for a second that this shit ain't set up like that for a reason. Art museum down there by the shit, direct opposite of fucking City Hall. Man, I don't care. And then fucking Franklin Institute it's all here. So, and I think the last time Neptune was in Pisces, around the same degree, Alcohol Anonymous was started too. So that's my little tidbit on that. Watch your own self with your addictions, because it's not just drugs, but that's what Neptune and Pisces or that's a part of their symbols. But it's addiction. What are you addicted to, and how is that pulling a veil over your eyes? Especially with Mercury and Mars and Virgo, perfectionism and procrastination, based off of fear, which is caused by an illusion or delusion that you might have put yourself into an addiction of something you think you need in order to keep doing. Saturn is long-term things. You don't do this shit. You're hearing this from a Libra. Saturn is exalted in Libra, and sometimes you can wait too goddamn long. Bro, shit. Sometimes you can wait too goddamn long for some shit that you've been wanted to do. You've been seen the benefit of. You've been learned and been understood. And stop letting other people do that. Because they don't have your understanding, and they don't have your idea of conscious. They don't have your level of comprehension. They don't have it. So stop watching them and maybe start doing you. We in Leo season. Put the camera on me. And we about to add this Leo full moon, baby. Baby. See the green aura still popping off. We fucking with the heart chakra right now. I love y'all for real. I wouldn't even be doing this if this wasn't the case. On God. I don't even say on God. I say on God. On God. On God. You feel me? God Sensei. Bushy Brown Sensei. Fuck you mean? Power of youth. Leo season shit once again. Real shit. Real shit. And as we utilize our heart spaces and open them and broaden them, then, because Venus is retrograde right now in Leo. That's passionate love. That's fiery love. You feel me? That's the love that's gonna hold the candle for you. That's what do you say? Turn out the lights and light a candle. What you be? Like what? Turn them off. What you be? Yes, turn off the lights. This is the light right here, the candle. I got this shit in my hands. So, Venus retrogrades turn things inward. Venus, our love, luxuries, aesthetics, things we care about, things we value, is being turned towards us. Are we valuing ourselves? Are we valuing our things? What things do we not need? 7 from the 8, 8, 16. 1 plus 6 equals 7 is Libra, which is also separation. Libra rules the hips. You feel me? The hips is the connector of your upper and lower body. Yeah, you might need to use your hips a little more. No, that's a fucking mouse. Every time you throw a punch, you turn that hip, kick. When you dancing, running. When you do a lot of stuff, you gotta use that hip dancing. You feel me? You gotta use them hips. You gotta use that Libra energy. You feel me? You gotta use that shit. Use that balance. Use your own equilibrium. Balance is not always 50-50. 50-50 is not always balanced. 50-50 is not always equal. We gotta know the situation at hand. We gotta know the situation at hand. We gotta know what's what. That's that Virgo that come right before. Who's doing what work, whose job is what. That's 6th house energy. Then we go into 7. So everybody could get their just desserts. Everybody could get their percentage of what they doing, what they shouldn't be doing. And this and this and that and that. Like, you ain't won nothing. One spirit maybe, but shit, even then, you ain't won nothing. You ain't won nothing. You ain't won nothing. So we gonna keep going, cause we are multitudes upon multitudes, upon like fragments on top of fragments within a fragment of a thing. Like real shit, and it seems like it's limited, but there is so much power in that understanding and knowing, awareness, that light that make us get up every fucking day, that awareness that's not even always intellect, it's just aware. Where's your understanding? Where's your atmosphere understanding? Where's your things that show you understand? How is you putting this stuff to use? 1000%. How are these things being put to use? And then we get back today that Scorpio don't get too attached. Scorpio don't like being too attached, even though they be attached. They just don't like it. Like Libra don't like always connecting, even though they be connected. Libra don't always like being the balance and the diplomat, even though they be there, even though that is just a natural energy signature of situations that you be in. Like as a Libra, I be in the middle, like literally in the middle of shit. You feel me? like quite literally in the middle. Like Malcolm in the Middle was one of my favorite shows. Like all the information, knowledge you need is there, and you got it. You gotta tap into that shit for yourself. On God. On God, you feel me? On God. On God, cause God ain't fucking died, nigga. God ain't give a fuck. God beat that nigga Martyr ass and ain't give a damn. He went to the eighth gear. Come on. And then he was what? He came back to life. 9, 10. He completed. He used his wisdom and knowledge that he gained all that time. First gate to the 8th gate. That 9, that challenge, that to get to that 10 completion, that status, that elevation. He got put in a wheelchair. That's okay. He probably had cancer or some shit, like got a lot of niggas that care about him. But he ain't give a fuck. He ain't put the fucking hands on Moderate. And the 8 gates, he ain't give a fuck about the 9 to 10. He ain't give a fuck. Like, he got there. You feel me? Sometimes you just gotta not give a fuck and get there. Like, if you're gonna do it, what you scared about doing it for? Then you must be thinking, oh, maybe I'm not gonna do this. Maybe I ain't gonna do this. Fuck all these symbolism. You can literally have that thought, oh, maybe I'm not gonna do this. You say, fuck that. I am going through this shit. What the fuck is you talking about? This is Leo. Bro, fuck the season. It's just you. Like, fuck the season. Fuck the weather. Fuck the relationship status. Fuck all that shit. It's you, motherfucker. Why can't you do that shit? Don't give me no dumbass reason. We know how to complain right over here. We come and plain. Ain't no complaints, ain't no excuses. This is real shit. We come and plain. We being open and honest. We being vulnerable. Fucking Pisces. All the water signs is some form of vulnerability. You feel me? Pisces is that complete, utter surrender. So we get, again, because don't shit ever stop. Young Thug said horses don't stop. They keep fucking going. The world must be a horse then. The fuck? Because when we get the Pisces, we always get the Pisces energy in everything we do. You gotta go to Aries. It depends on what you're doing. You can't go from Pisces, then you wanna go to Virgo. Come on, that's the opposite. That's the opposite shit. You're doing opposite shit. No. Like, I get it. I get it. That is exactly why Pisces is the exaltation of Venus and Virgo is the fall. That is exactly why. Exactly why. Like, what was I even talking about? Yeah, that shit is you. We always gonna get the Pisces energy. That's that completion, that surrender. You always fucking get there. After you do some amazing wild, like you make a song, you gotta sit there in awe and just listen and play that shit back over and over. Or you just complete, like you just crafted this fucking painting. And you gotta get that new idea and give it meaning, give it all this type of shit. That's the 1 through 11. And you get to that Pisces, you just sit there and you just in awe. You just in awe of what you just did, and you don't put no weight on it like Capricorn, no pessimistic energy. How can you going backwards now, thinking about how you want to elevate it. You sitting in awe. You're not going to look at a flower, at some most beautiful shit you ever seen, and then thinking, how can you use it for a status? The status, it wouldn't be having you in awe if it wasn't that. It would be. You go into the Aries new individuality energy, that's just a new idea. Like literally. Whenever you have a new idea, that's Aries. Give it some value or something that's practicality. This is all this shit meant to. Spiritual first, emotional first, before it's ever physical. Gotta understand this. Shout out to fucking Dolo, the pilot man. Uriel. Shout him out. You already know it's hot outside. I got my hand on my solar. My break is probably over. It's been 30 minutes. You feel me? I got my hand on my solar. I'm not fucking playing. I know it's people out here looking. I don't give a damn. I wear jackets, I wear hoodie no matter the weather. I don't cheat. Like, I'm not even about to be playing none of that shit. I found this new show that I'm fucking with Natasha Leon. I don't know how you say her last name, but shorty from Orange Is the New Black with the raspy voice. I fucking love her. I love her so much. She an Aries. I love Aries. And she got Pisces. She got Pisces, Venus, Mercury. I think she a Cancer, Moon. Crazy. She got all types of alignments and shit. I fuck with her. She got all types of alignments and shit. But Russian Doll, that's the new show I'm watching. It's Russian Doll on Netflix, and it's one of those movies where you die and you come back to life, but it ain't no happy death day shit. That movie was fucking shitty. 1 out of 10. Maybe a 2 out of 10. Russian Doll is funny. It's like I love shows where it make me laugh, literally make me laugh. Like you get that little bubble. It'd be a little bubble before you something is real funny. It'd be like a little bubble, and then you laugh because it's you pop the bubble, and you laugh. That's what it is when you pop that bubble. But she's funny. I love her. I be relating to her so much. It's just her character and shit. Oh shit. Fucking all that. But yeah. That shit it's so dope. It's so dope. That show is just really dope. It's been 32 minutes. If you made it to this part, you really goated. If you made it to this part, you goated like shit. You tough. But I know you did. You go to that Dragonfly. I done walked around this joint about 10 times. It's hot. I'm hungry. Built up a little appetite. You feel me? Enjoying this Leo sun. I'm a Libra. It's a sextile energy. I'm loving it. But yeah. Yay.